What's up, everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, you guys don't know how good it feels to hear myself finally say those words out loud. I know that it's been an extremely long time, 7 months to be exact, but I apologize for the inconsistency and for the long delay. I'm back, basically. I finally feel like this is an appropriate time for me to start up again. And this video is not going to be a makeup related video. It's not going to be an unboxing or a product review. So if you're looking for something like that, just hold on till next week. I promise more fun videos are coming your way. But this video is basically just a sit down life update video. I'm going to try to breeze through this as quickly as possible. I basically just want to touch base with you guys and tell you like where my head was at, where my head is at now. This is my third time trying to film this video and I feel a little more confident doing so. It's just the reason why I stopped doing YouTube, stopped doing basically anything, was kind of dark and not so happy. Basically just gonna tell you guys like what I've been going through and the whole shebang. So the whole thing that happened with, Miss Rona, that was really scary because I was very unsure of the future for the first time in a really, really long time. I was about to move out of that house. I didn't have a house lined up, and it was to the point where I didn't know like what I was going to be able to afford or not afford, and it was just really scary. I had to drown out my brokerage account, which is like where all my stocks were, and it was just a really scary time. So that, I guess, led to me having crippling anxiety. I would freak out and have panic attacks. So I would just drink. I would drink almost every single night. I was blacking out every single night because I didn't want to deal with, COVID. I didn't want to deal with, bills and things like that. It was just a really stressful time for me. Josh, and I basically, it was like that along with not knowing where I was going to move to next, and then my roommates going their separate ways. It was like system overload in my head, so I completely just shut down. I stopped doing anything productive. I was running while the gym was closed. I stopped running. I stopped working out. I stopped cooking. I would order every single meal every day. I basically would sleep all the time because I didn't want to be awake, and I would wake up and be so depressed because I was like, I don't want to be in this life. Like, I don't want to be me anymore. I would think that over and over. I don't want to be me. I don't want to be me. And I would consume my time with scrolling and Netflix and anything where my mind would just be somewhere else. Anything like that, that's what I would be doing. Nothing productive, mainly sleeping because I could dream of a better life. It was really, really horrible. So when we moved out of our house, all of our roommates went their separate ways, and Josh and I didn't have a house set up. We didn't have a place to go next, so we got an Airbnb for 40 days. I'll put up like a little video. It was a tiny home, literally the size of my room, maybe even smaller, and it was Josh, myself, and our two dogs. And it was really cool at first, and it got old really, really fast. And during this time, I stopped working out, so my body started changing. I started to gain a lot of weight, and then I was so impatient. The hair salon was closed, and I had taken out my extensions, and I wanted a haircut. And I went to this random place and she jacked up my hair, and I'll put a picture here. So it was the haircut combined with like the weight gain, and I know this sounds so vain and stupid, but this was just my mindset at the time. I thought I was the ugliest person on earth. I thought I was fat, and I was telling myself that I'm ugly and fat every single day. It got to the point where if I was going to take a shower, I would walk past the mirror, then take off my clothes, then get in the shower. I did not want to see my body. I didn't want to see my face or my hair. I just felt so ugly. And I feel like that's also why I didn't really post on social media at all. Like all the posts that are recent are like 2 pictures of my brunette hair, and the rest are from like my Miami trip, because I felt so ugly. And I was telling myself this every day. So it really put me in a really dark place mentally and physically and emotionally. I was a mess. I would cry every single day. I kind of want to cry right now because I was just so sad. I was not Jackie. I was just, I don't know who I was, but I wasn't myself. And it was really hard. And so when our 40 days at the tiny home were finally over, we moved into an apartment on South Congress. If you don't know where that is, it's like a really popular street in Austin. It's like the heart of Austin. And that was really cool. It was a bigger space. I felt more at ease, I guess. But you know, I constantly had this thought in the back of my head: am I just gonna live out of a suitcase? I'm just gonna jump from Airbnb to Airbnb. What is going on? Like, I needed solidarity. I needed something solid, something permanent, something, you know, consistent in my life. So it had gotten to the point where I had thoughts like, your life is useless, you're going nowhere, you're doing nothing, you know, what what's the reason to even continue? But I'm too much of a coward to ever like attempt anything like self-harm wise or anything. So I told myself, you can't even do that. Like, you're stuck here. And it's taken a lot for me to pull myself out and feel like myself again. And I don't completely feel like I am 100%, but I definitely am grateful to have to be out of where I was. And it's not just the hair, and it's not just me working out. I haven't lost any weight yet, so it's not that. It's just knowing that, you know, I'm worth it, and I'm so blessed. I'm so not gonna cry. It all boils down to me loving me. I'm worth loving. And I look at myself and I need to love myself, you know, entirely. The chubbiness, the short mullet haircut, everything. And at the time, I didn't, you know, and now I do. I really do. And my confidence is coming back, which led to me realizing that it's not the superficial issues that I needed to work on. It's the deeper ones, the ones that, you know, don't go away with a makeup wipe, don't go away with the gym, don't go away with hair extensions. It's those issues that need to be worked out. And now I feel what keeps me going is hope. I feel so hopeful and I feel so blessed. I feel so lucky. I am finally in a home. I'm in a 2-story, 5-bedroom home with the love of my life and our 2 dogs. And I could not feel more blessed. Like, when we first moved here, we would wake up early in the morning and sit outside. We still do this sometimes. We sit outside on our porch and we just watch the dogs play, and I just can't help but feel like this overwhelming feeling of gratitude just to see where I was and where I'm at now. And if you're struggling with something similar or have struggled with something similar, or you need somebody to talk to, I have just gone through the worst months of my life and I survived, and I know that you can too. And I guess we should wrap up this video on that note. Just know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. I promise you, because I didn't see it. I did not see it. And I see it so bright. And that beauty really is only skin deep. The kind of beauty that I want to have and I want you to find is inner beauty, being a beautiful person, not superficially, but internally. So that's it for this video. I'm so sorry it was such a sob story, but it's real life and these are real struggles, and I hope that maybe some of you guys can relate, and hopefully you can relate. Hopefully you never got to experience this level of sadness, because it is not fun at all. But I love you guys. This is so therapeutic for me to say these things out loud. I've never said them out loud before, and I feel so much better. But it's about that time and I gotta hit the road. So I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Adios. You guys wanna take a bath?